Right. Give us your AMC intro if you want.
Okay, I have not prepared an AMC, but let's do it. Okay, so last time on Oliver's AMC, you were drinking at a tavern, and a well-dressed Vistani man came and handed you a letter to which you were asked / pleaded to assist in the burgomaster of of the village of Barovia's plight, to help one Irina Koliana, I believe her name was. Irina Koliana, yes. So you made your way in through the gate, which opened for you and then closed behind you. And shortly thereafter, down that road, about an hour later, you find a body at the side of the road with another letter, addressed from the same man, but this time telling nobody to enter and for this entire area to be surrounded by holy paladins, holy symbols drawn, and essentially just let everybody in here die and then cleanse it after. Unperturbed, you made your way down the Old Svalak Road to the village of Barovia itself. A very quiet village nestled underneath this constant fog. The only sound of which was a woman's wailing, who you find out was Mad Mary, as she's known. As you wandered about, you were initially approached by a woman pushing a cart who offered to sell you some dream pastries for a gold each. You didn't buy any, but you did manage to swipe one from her when she wasn't looking. Deciding, after she left, you decided that you needed to find out more at that, so chased her down, only to see her trading some of her wares for a villager's child. You then intervened a wee bit later, essentially buying the child back from her. You took the young boy back to his family home, where you found his mother in a trance after having eaten one of these pastries, and she, after a bit of a struggle and surprise from people suddenly turning up in her home, gave you a bit of info about gave you a bit of info about the area. It was also during this struggle that the noises drew in a man who had been here previously on another adventuring party with his brother, I believe. If that's correct, Adam?
Yes.
Or Dane, sorry.
Yes.
And alright, so he essentially tells you that he's had a room, Dane, at the inn now for a couple of days, and with the mother resistant to having her child back, you instead put him up there, where he currently is, and that's where it ended. You had just entered this inn, said hi to Arik. Down on the ground floor at the tables, there was another group. There was 3 people dressed like the same one that initially gave you the letter from the burgomaster, and I believe there was
a young man in a corner.
There was, yes. There we go. And that was where we finished the last one. So what would you like to do? It is about, I'll say it's about 4 or 5 p.m.
So
it's
have
still...
we been upstairs into his room yet?
You have, yes.
Yeah, we put the kid to bed.
Yes.
Okay. And we saw all of Adam's weird, sexual toys.
You should see the one that's still in my butt.
Gross.
You don't know that.
True.
I can see it. I've got.
Well, we should probably ask about this old woman and these cakes.
Wasn't the pressing matter Adam's brother?
Oh yeah.
And was he in? He. Do we know where he is?
He said he was in a house, right?
Yes.
He ventured into one of the corner houses down the
Do you know
road.
which house it is?
It was back towards where I came, so I believe it was.
But do you know the specific house?
Yeah, I know which house it is.
Address?
Okay, well,
Postcode?
let's go there, but we should probably just, while we're here, while there's people in the tavern, ask them about the witch. Well, not witch, but... possible witch! Possible witch. I mean, it was pretty fucking witchy behaviour. Let's fucking.
Adam.
That's some Hansel
I'll stick
Gretel shit.
I'll stick a POI on it.
Ferrari's signing, Carlos signs.
Oh really? I thought it was I thought it was contracted.
As Ricciardo was moved to McLaren.
Hmm.
It's,
Okay.
To this house.
You said you want to ask around first.
Yeah.
Ask around, and when you feel ready to go, we'll leave. But let's not.
Let's ask around this. I mean, there's a lot of loose ends here.
Let's,
There's a constant moaning. There's a fucking bitch that's trying
Yeah,
to.
but we know she's just whines.
Yeah, but
You know.
why? And why can everyone hear it? That's not natural. There's some sort of magic at play there, obviously.
We just saw a woman sell a child for pastries.
Exactly. So that's what I wanted. Like I said, a lot of loose ends, you know.
well,
And did we not get some sort of like what's the word, contradiction as well? Something to do with the person who we're meant to be finding? I'm sure there was a contradiction last time. But, like,
do you
we were
mean the
told one
letters?
thing. Yes, the letter, and then what was that?
Essentially, the letter you received outside of Barovia asked you to
Yes.
come in and help, whereas the one you found on the dead, what looked to be a
Get
messenger's body, that essentially said "stay out." Yeah.
No, I know that, but I thought there was a specific contradiction in the actual person that's mentioned in the first letter. Something like she's dead, but then someone else told us that she's fine or something like that. Or am I
Well, the
just
first
making
letter
up?
basically just said that she had like, was it like taken? No, it was like taken ill by an evil or something like that.
Yeah, it needs to be helped. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
Am I just making that up? I'm sure there's something was said about that.
I don't know. I think there wasn't much. It was basically just like.
Yeah. No, essentially both stated that she was in.
Yeah.
Oh, was
The
it
letter
not?
we
Did I not ask the woman? Did I not ask the woman who that was?
no, the letter we found on the body said she was bitten by a vampire.
That's it. That's it.
This,
Yeah.
this is the sorry. Oh,
That doesn't necessarily
That says
contradict it, does it?
whoops.
Yep.
No. Well, it doesn't. The first guy basically just said she was, kind of left out the part of the vampire, which is kind of a big plot point,
Right. Okay.
you
Okay.
know.
Fine.
So I guess you could say that's a contradiction.
Okay. Well, let's
That
go
was the one
downstairs
you
and
found.
start snooping.
The other thing you did hear as well was that the
The
Donovich,
priest.
the priest, hasn't
Yeah.
been heard of in a while, but
And the 12 o'clock, the
but
fucking
yeah,
things coming.
yes, but nobody really goes there. And at midnight each night, yes, there is this procession of ghosts that heads through the town.
well, you can ask
Okay,
around if you want,
creepy.
but I'd rather we didn't stay too long. I do want to look for my brother.
Okay. Okay. It just takes 2 seconds, I suppose. Right. Each get a question. What's your question going to be, John? Not John. What's your name?
Radomir.
Radomir.
I think I will ask. I'll ask about the crazy wailing woman.
Okay, I'll ask about any talk of vampires.
Okay.
Who's it you're asking this?
We'll go down to the tavern and see if there's any patrons.
There is the one man sat alone in a corner. There's
Ooh,
the,
ominous. I'm going towards him.
Radomir will talk to the barkeep because he will have knowledge of the town.
There is also the three very colourfully but sort of well dressed people as well.
What they call
Are-
again?
The Vistani.
Vistan.
But of course you don't know that yet. Well, actually no. I'll say after the first guy dropped in, you heard whispers of the Vistani from other groups at the tavern. Okay. Okay, so we'll go with the barkeep first, then get asked questions. So it's a.
Short guy.
It is, yes. I just see.
Hello, my friend. My name is Radomir, and I would like to ask you a few questions about your wonderful town.
So you say this, he's just cleaning glasses and he looks up at you and it's wonderful, is it now?
I'm just being pleasant.
Well, sorry, it's honestly this is the busiest this tavern's been in just years.
Oh, I will take a drink. I don't want to be rude.
Perfect. What's your fancy?
The cheap stuff.
Alright, but a glass of wine?
If it's cheap.
It's one, one copper.
Yes, I will pay 1 copper for some wine.
Alright, he pulls a picture from below him and a small wine glass and fills it.
I'm gonna smell this intently.
When you
Iron?
smell it, it's got a nice earthy flavor to it. You can tell it's not like high class stuff. But considering where you are, it's better than you expected, but it's not great by any measure.
Let's take a sip.
Yeah.
That wine is very nice. My companions and I were wondering if you could give us some information on the wailing woman. I think her name is Mary.
Well, Mary, but yeah, I guess I.
Simple. Why is she wailing?
It's essentially her. I mean, I only hear what people say, and it's hard to say, but I know she's. It's most likely something to do with her daughter, Gertrude, I would say.
Oh, what happened with her daughter?
Oh, it's I don't know. There was a lot of. I mean, I only live a street away or so, so I was outside just sort of cleaning around the step and the path into here, where I saw her daughter just run out the front of the house and out of town.
Oh, she ran away.
Well, it's not uncommon, these sorts of scenes these days, but I guess she probably hasn't turned up again if she's crying like that.
That is a damn shame. A damn shame. So, because her daughter ran away, she is crying 24/7?
I mean, it's not really, it's on and off, but
Okay.
yeah, usually about this time it's.
So she's mourning probably the loss of her daughter in some form or another.
Honestly, if you're missing a week, it's unlikely. She's gonna get good news at this point.
A quick, do you get many beasts around here?
Beasts?
Yes, there was some big wolf tracks we saw on our way in.
Oh yeah, no, the woods are full of them as of late.
Okay.
Although, to be honest, like everything else, they're beginning to starve, I think, too.
Ooh, they're hungry. Well, thank you for your time and thank you for the wine.
Perfect.
Put it down.
And, don't forget to tell your friends to try some of the wine as well.
I will tell them of the wine.
And he goes back to just cleaning glasses mindlessly.
I walk over to everyone. Mary's daughter ran away. She cries. The wine is okay. For 1 copper, it's pretty good.
I only drink the good stuff.
What is that, Doran?
Stuff that costs a lot of money.
Yes, of course.
Bucky and Henny.
Fighting guns.
They want it. Right, I'll approach the ominous man in the corner.
Alright, and
I'll sit down next to him.
It's Mark.
let's do.
It's Elton John, singer-songwriter.
Unfortunately, no.
I'll say, hello, traveler.
1 second. Hope that loads. Perfect. And he says, hey, old friend, please sit. I have a pitcher of wine. You're happy to, or I'm happy for you to have some.
Oh, thank you. I'll take some. Pour it into a little.
The name's Ismark, and he holds out his hand for you to shake.
I'll shake his hand and say, nice to meet you, Ismark.
Ah, thank
I'm
you.
Grim.
Please invite your friends over if you like.
We have errands to run, I'm afraid. It's just a quick word I was wanting, if that's okay.
Of course, anything.
Do you
What
know
else
of
is
any
this guy here?
vampires in these parts?
One second. There's look, it's sort of. I mean, nobody really, I guess, knows the truth for real. But the rumors in the castle, yes, it's tends to be that Strahd is, yes, one of perhaps a vampire.
Do I know who Strahd is? I've ever heard of him before.
Um, what's your background?
I mean, I was gonna go.
So you're a vampire hunter.
No. No. Wait, what? What are you asking here? What? Like, what
Like,
do you mean? Background?
literally, what background did you choose?
Oh, literally, what back? Recluse, I think, or hermit? Was it? Was it?
Yeah, here.
Hermit.
All right, Hermit. In that case, make a history check for me. It's not going to be too hard. Say DC just 10.
What's my history? The hot zero. Let's go. 13.
Yeah, 13. You absolutely have heard of Strahd, but it's in older manuscripts. Sort of talking of a time when Barovia was far more affluent than it seems to be nowadays.
Okay, like how long are we talking?
I would say most of them are somewhere about sort of 60 to 100 years old.
Right. Okay. Okay, so I'll say Strahd. That name, that's a very old name.
Yes, well,
He's still alive?
he is, yes, but you know, it's difficult to say. I mean, I'm sort of well read myself, and while of course he could be a vampire, there are many different explanations it could also be.
Okay. Do you know anything about that old woman that's selling pastries?
Oh, no, she just comes through the town every day, every few days.
You know that she buys children.
Well, I know that she offers to take them off people's hands if they can't care for them. But you know, I mean, I don't hear anything back about it. But hell, maybe no news is good news.
Okay. Well, it was nice to meet you, Mark. Perhaps
Wait.
she'll bump into you
Wait,
again. Are you
please,
staying in
please.
the tavern?
Yes, but first, can you call your friends over if you don't mind, or are they there?
Sure. I'll go back and say, hey guys, this man's this Mark. He seems like a nice guy. He wants to speak to us for some reason.
We approach the table.
Right, perfect. And as you approach, he motions for you all to have a seat. You know, there's only so many chairs, but the others just grab. You know, there's plenty of other chairs to grab, so you just grab a few and
Are there
Correct,
more,
right.
how many people are in here right now?
literally outside of you guys, there's only 5. The 3 Vistanis, this guy, and the barkeep.
Okay.
And technically the kid upstairs.
Why,
yes.
while this guy's speaking to us, I want to just kind of keep my eyes darting about to see if anyone's like listening to the conversation.
Okay. Make a perception check for me. I will
I am listening.
reveal the outcome at the end of the conversation.
You see Sindorn from season.
Oh,
1.
not 20.
You do. Okay, yeah. So at the end of the conversation, I'll reveal what you saw.
Sure.
Okay, so he, as you all sit down, he says, "Please, anybody that wants a cup of wine, help themselves."
I pour Durin a cup.
Take the cup.
Yeah,
Right,
you my
well,
friend, the
look,
good stuff, yes?
Yes, thank you.
You don't seem as beaten down as the other, you know, as much as the other people here. Are you new to Barovia, may I ask?
Yes, we are. We came here on a kind of mission.
On a mission?
Not a mission as such, but more to investigate things.
Oh, well, I mean, if in that case, you must be able to look after yourselves, correct? I mean, you're all wearing weapons.
Well, some have said,
We are pretty good. We caught a child yesterday.
He's tied up upstairs, not joking.
um. Okay, well, look, I have a request of you. I would ask your aid in helping me protect my sister.
What is your sister's name?
Irina, her name is.
Dun
I-
dun.
I
have,
audibly gasp.
No, we've got reason to believe she's being targeted, but look, if you come with me back to
Wait,
my
wait,
house, I'll
where's the
happily
note?
tell you more.
Where's the note? The first and the second note that we got
The
given.
first one was to basically come because Irina
Yeah.
Koliana had been inflicted
Yes.
with an illness.
Can we show him this? I mean, this is out of game right now. Should we show him this?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
why
Yeah, you
not?
can.
Yeah. That one didn't have the. Oh wait, which one had the seal on it? The dead guy or that one? The
Oh,
first one. The first one did.
The
First
first one
one
had
did,
the
yeah.
seal.
Yeah, with the griffin on a shield.
Yes.
Okay,
Sorry, Gryphon.
so someone should show him that, right? Whoever's got it.
Okay, yeah. So we show him it.
All right. And you say you received this from who? Sorry.
Someone very nice clothes, similar to them over there.
And he kind of looks over, says, "Well, look, I know Kolyanovich's handwriting well enough that I can tell you that this isn't it. Like, this letter certainly wasn't written by my father.
Then who would it have been written by?
Who? I've no idea, but the seal here, that is a Strahd seal. There.
The Gryphon on a shield?
It's a raven, actually.
No, it looks a bit
And
like
it's-
a Gryphon.
It's a tower behind them.
Okay. It's, when they smoosh it, it gets a bit hard to see.
So where is your father?
That's a good point.
Isn't the father the burgermaster?
Check, mate. No joking.
He's in a location.
He's in this house.
I just cannot remember.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ellie.
No, it's alright. I should have looked that up. That was
I
my
thought it would
fault.
be a logical question.
I smell toast burning. I'm stroking. I'm stroking.
It's not toast, it's almonds.
Well, it's almond bread. My God.
Nut butter.
We'll say you get an answer to that, and I will tell you what it is later.
Ah, yes, okay, yeah.
Yes. That is a known location.
Yes. Anyway, yes. So, please, if you have any kindness in your hearts, and of course you'll be, well, reimbursed for any expenses.
It just doesn't make much sense. Why would someone call for us, but not be anyone attached to this woman? I feel like this is a trap.
Are you saying this in person?
Yes.
But a trap from this guy.
No. Something
From-
else.
What, from whoever sent you?
Oh, sorry. He tells you that his father died
Oh.
a few days ago.
Awkward.
Awkward, yes. So sorry for your loss.
It's
Okay, out of game again. Should we tell him about the other note that we found?
Don't think we need to do it.
but like it kind of insinuates that his sister's a vampire.
That envelope had a wax bee on it. So maybe we should ask him about that.
Good point.
Find out if that is their sort of
Yes.
crest.
Yes, yes.
So we'll
good
show
idea.
him the envelope, not the letter, just the
no,
envelope.
no,
the
just
seal.
ask him what his. Say,
That's a bit odd.
no, we'll just say if that's not your
Hmm.
seal.
See, what's
then
your
what is
blood
your
type?
seal? No, if that's what your seal, he said that that's not the seal of his
Yeah,
dad.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah. We asked Ismark what his family's crest seal is.
God, you're giving me all the questions, aren't you?
Ah,
It
that is a good seal.
is. 1 second, I'm just finding it.
Does it actually go into this depth?
I mean, I assume if they and it said
If it's
what
one-
wax bee
yeah, I
was, then
suppose,
they
I
would,
suppose, yeah.
I assume B meant Burgermaster, and it would be the Burgermaster. Yeah, and it would be the Burgermaster telling people to leave. That would make sense, right?
Yes. I don't. It doesn't say, but I believe B actually is.
Just Barovia.
Yeah, it's essentially Burgomaster of Barovia.
Barovia,
if you will.
right, okay,
Yeah.
right.
So it's for both the Burgomaster and Barovia.
Yeah.
And it's
Or Bumblebee.
not a family crest, but a crest of office.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Should we show him the letter? I feel like if we okay, right, okay. This is what I feel. This is a game, right? If he is a bad guy, and we show him this other letter, then I don't know. He might fuck us.
I mean, I don't really see. He's just wanting us to help his sister, right?
Yeah, I know, but we have
And
two
the first letter-
But we have two contradictory things.
Not really.
No, not really.
How?
Well, the first one says, "Come and help my
Come-
sister," and he's saying that that's not who.
Yeah, he didn't send it, or his father didn't send it.
His
Yes.
father didn't send the one.
So
you
that's
received.
already like
Okay.
alert. This is a trap.
True, but the fact he's told us that is, that's what I'm saying.
So-
I'm saying who else is wanting
No, yeah, but
us
what
to
I'm,
come here?
yes, but what I'm saying is, why would you? Why would the first letter ask for help to find this person, right? And then we find out that that's not him that sent it. Like that's just a bit odd.
Well, didn't ask us to find him.
No, that's for
Yeah.
his sister.
Yeah.
It. I'll find you exactly what it said.
Regardless,
I
let's just keep
believe-
our cards close to our chest.
Okay.
Play it safe.
Yeah, so we should probably tell him that we can't really go to his. We're looking for what's Mark's name?
Marijuana.
Brilliant.
His full name is Marijuana Skeet Rat Zael. Brother of Dane Zael.
Jesus.
Okay, we're looking for Dale's brother.
He's a simple brother.
Do you mind renaming his token as well, if possible?
No.
Just so I remember what to talk to him when I talk about him, what his character name is.
I'll change it. How do I spell this?
I'll fucking copy and paste it. There you go. That's what it is.
Okay, so are you showing him this other?
No.
No.
We're just
Okay.
saying. I think we should just tell him about your brother.
Oh wait a minute. Wait. Wait. We didn't even ask where his sister was.
Well, you said to come back to his.
Oh, did he? Did he say
Did
come back with me?
Yes.
Yes, it did.
Oh, right, okay. Perhaps after we do this quick errand, which should be quick, it shouldn't be a big house of a labyrinth of death, we will meet up with you back here,
Yes.
my man.
Which is what he said. Yes, yes, but please don't take too long. Or, there is a time limit on this. I fear.
Do you know where she is?
Yes, she's holed up in the my father's mansion just in the south of town.
Ooh, a
He,
mansion.
and he, if you want to pull out your map and show him, he will show you exactly where. But it's obvious
Is
which
this
one.
here?
It's this one, yeah.
Brady, do you want to rename your token?
That's
was
where
it?
he makes all the burgers.
Just name your token.
How do you do it?
Right click.
Okay, well then, for us to do this as quickly as possible, we must leave with haste.
Yeah.
To find...
Take us to your brother, Dane.
Yes, Dane, what is your brother's name? So we know it when we meet him.
His name is Marijuana. Skirat! Zeal.
Jesus.
Oh, lovely dialect.
Yes, a native, I see,
Yes, correct.
of the hinterlands.
And that is the initial letter in the Discord. as well.
Hmm.
So I believe it asked you.
The love of my life.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so it was from his dad, but it wasn't his dad's seal.
No, the handwriting was not
Handwriting.
his dad's handwriting.
Yes.
It was
But
not
it was
Coley
from
Oliver,
him.
which is
But
not
yeah,
him.
but the implication was it's meant to be from his dad, but none of it is related to his dad.
Yes. Whoever penned it wants it to be known that it was from him, but the man himself definitely did not pen it.
Okay, if we can get small, like, sentences from every person in Barovia, we can look at the case and see who wrote it.
Just travel
Just
the
in
entire
Barovia
countryside.
knows Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move
Oh,
this.
it is
With-
moved.
With haste, Dane.
Just moving it down here for now.
Do you think maybe she wrote it?
I think it's weird that last time when we all read it, we were like, yes, this makes sense that it's from her father, when it says the love of my life.
Yeah. That's true, that is true. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Then again, yeah, what happens in Barovia stays in Barovia.
You don't know how true that is. Yeah.
I know, right?
Are you alright?
Just like the marriage of water.
Okay. So do you head off to the house where Dane's brother was last seen?
Yes.
So.
Yes. I will say, Dane, you've tried getting into this house, but even as far as breaking down the door, and yet there has always been some
Another door.
like something was pushing back on the other side. Like no matter how much strength you put into opening the door, equal pressure from the other side.
I have skinny arms, guys.
Okay. That's where it's your token. Yes, so party.
Oh,
Head
can I
down.
find out if those people were trying to?
Oh yeah, the nat
listen to
20.
us?
Oh yes, yes. When you were talking to him, they were, you reckon, probably a bit far out to hear most of the conversation. They might have gotten snippets, of course, when voices were raised, but they were sort of periodically. It almost looked like they were taking turns to just peer over at you.
Even the keep.
No, not the barkeep, just the three,
three guys.
What you reckon are Vistani
How
people.
how were they dressed? Because I wouldn't really know them from before.
If you kind of think, in fact, there might be a picture somewhere.
I do have visual memory.
It's like if you think, yes, here we go. So this is what they are kind of dressed like.
Okay. Okay.
You know, whereas everybody else in Barovia seems to wear dark browns and blacks and greys, they are much more colourfully
So they're
dressed.
traveling folk.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Perfect. So, right, just give me 2 seconds. I will find the entry for this.
Hey Grim.
Yeah.
You're a shovel. I could use it.
Ah, Old trusty doesn't go anywhere apart from on my back or on my hands, my friend.
Well, what weapon do you actually have?
It's a shovel.
Yeah, it's the shovel.
Oh, you actually have the shovel. Nice.
Yeah.
Immersive.
She's seen me through some hard times.
Are you ready?
What the hell is it?
FBI, open up!
Appendix B. There it is. Okay. Okay, so now, yep. Okay. There we go. As you sort of head up the street, sort of a wee bit before it, we'll say you're sort of down at this corner. To the north, you see a pair of children who
Deja vu.
seem to be whimpering amongst themselves.
Everybody get your gold already.
You see that it's a, it's a boy and a girl. The girl seems to be some like 10 years old, boy's sort of 7 or 8, and it's the little boy who's whimpering. He is sort of crying lightly while clutching a stuffed doll in his hands, whereas the older girl seems to be trying to keep him quiet.
So, Dane, your brother?
He's in here somewhere.
Great.
Are you heading up the
Oh,
street?
well, we've saved enough children this campaign.
That's true. One is enough.
There are more children inside if you wish, Grim.
Well, that's a bit creepy.
Aye.
Creepy, jeez.
It says you guys who kidnapped the child.
For his own good. Okay.
Sure, that's what Sav was
We
saying.
weren't kidnapped, we bought them.
Yeah. We brought them to this country and gave them jobs. Sorry. They fought for the Queen willingly.
I mean, we should probably go and see about these children, right?
I'm not talking to these kids.
Ooh, what the fuck is that?
That's the crest.
Alright.
All right. I will say as well, your time in the inn, it has of course got dark at this point.
Ooh, dramatic dark.
Okay. Legit, are we doing something with these kids?
I mean, are they outside the house that we're going to?
They are not sort of directly outside it, but they are very near to it, and they are in the middle of the street.
Perhaps we just go in, and if they, look our way, we might say something.
Oh, I don't like this.
Okay, so you make your way up the street. As you sort of head towards the girl sees you coming, and after shushing the boy in front of her, she turns to you and says, "Please, sirs, there's a monster in our house." She then points to the tall brick row house that looks to have seen better days, and you recognize this is the house that Marijuana disappeared into. The windows on the house are pitch dark. There doesn't seem to be any candlelight or lights coming from inside. It has a gated portico on the ground floor, and the rusty gate that, at the fence that keeps it separated from the street is slightly ajar. On either side of this building, the houses seem to be abandoned, their windows and doors boarded up.
So it's the same house.
Yes.
Probably say to them, "Oh, don't worry, that's this man's brother. It's not a monster."
No, it's No, I mean, it's definitely not a man. It howls at night. It's horrible.
I look at Dane and say, "Is that your brother?"
It doesn't.
Please, look, you have weapons, right? Our parents are in there trying to keep it locked in the basement.
Then we have to help.
I mean, we're going in there anyway.
Yes.
Stand back. I'm going for the old kicking the door down.
Break an entry.
As you kick the door, the door just sort of opens without any resistance.
Oh, excellent.
Good kick, Grim. Good kick.
Thank you.
Where are you, Grim?
I look a bit confused as I've been trying the door for the last like 2 hours.
Yes, you have. And
Just need to put a bit of
opens
well
into
into it.
this initial coat room.
I will follow and then produce flame in my hand to give us some light.
Right. So yes. Where is the? Is it hidden under one of these? Never mind. All right. Yeah. So. Let me just bring up this here. Yes. So. This just looks to be an entry foyer. On the right, there is sort of shelving. That people would put their shoes on to take them off the floor, and there's also, of course, hooks. There is a coat in the middle there, but it looks like it is, moth-eaten and just ages old. Partially dissolved just due to age. Aside from that, you don't see anything else.
I don't like this.
I take out my shovel from my back, hold it with 2 hands.
All right.
Guys, take your shoes off.
You see that the floor has seen better days as well. It's in desperate need of a sweep. And sort of looking amongst the debris on the floor, you do see droppings of mice or rats or something.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna turn around to the kids and say, "How can you live in this house?"
The kids are sort of here at the base of the stairs, and the boy doesn't speak to you. He's just still sobbing, and he is hiding behind his sister. She says, "Look, it's just all we have, please." I mean, hell, at least it's made of stone, other than some of these other houses that are made of wood and are just collapsing on themselves.
So he said that their mum and dad were in here.
Yes, they're at the entrance to the basement there. It's sort of just to the, if you head through those other doors, just to the right.
Team.
I'm right behind you.
Would
Okay,
it?
I open the door.
All right. And
Since I think he's taking out his shovel, I'm gonna cast Shillelagh on my axe.
Bring the kids with us, just for compensation.
open the door. We'll move you up. So yeah, just keep moving your guys wherever you are. Just if you stick to squares, would be nice as well.
Give me a square, bitch.
Okay, so as you open up, the door itself opens into this wide hall that you're now in. On your left, there is a black marble fireplace, and on the other, a sweeping red marble staircase at the other. Mounted on the wall above the fireplace is a long sword with what looks like a windmill cameo worked into the hilt. On the walls itself, you see these ornately sculpted images of vines, flowers, nymphs, and satyrs all dancing and playing together.
I still don't like this.
Well, since I don't know where he is, we might as well check every room in the house.
This feels like a trap.
So why? So what? Why was he in here in the first place?
He heard the same screaming that I think the children did.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
So you're saying he is a hero?
Yes.
Well,
Let's
would-
bring the kids with us just in case.
Jesus.
You know.
Sorry, that's my nervous laugh.
I'm gonna say to the kids, "Come on, you show us the way. You go first. It's your house."
And sort of shouting from where you are down back to the hallway there, they're stood outside here. Just hear, no, we're told to wait outside, and with the monster in there, I'm
No,
definitely
no,
not my
no,
brother."
no.
Graham, if there is a monster, then it is unsafe for the children to come in.
Yes, lawful good character.
What does the
Yes,
what does the
well-
what is the monster like? Do they know? Do they tell you?
No, they
Howling.
yeah, they don't know what it looks like. They only know that it's howling. It continuously howls. Well, on and off, obviously.
So guys, we should definitely split up in order for us to find the in the fastest way possible. Yeah.
Raggy?
I mean,
What happened to my?
we could just shout his name.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Marijuana!
Marijuana!
Is marijuana here?
I think I smell him over here.
I've got the flame.
Blaze it.
Shit, 1 second.
Oh. I thought it was
Sorry,
me.
I probably wrong.
Affect your eyes.
What the fuck? One of my things has just disappeared, and I need it.
Oh god.
I think we found the marijuana gas.
Oh,
No, I'm sorry to do this to you. It's really annoying how this deals with the rewinding. I'll probably have to do it quite a few times.
Rewind.
Okay, you know what? I'll do it differently.
Oh, we're good. 3, 2, 1. You're back in the room.
We made it. No, we made it.
Oh, shit, that didn't crash me. Good.
What did you expand?
Yes, I did. Yeah. But yes, what would you like to do?
Oh, we need to find them, don't we? Let's do it systematically. Do the first floor first.
Or do we just go down to the basement, right?
Yes, can do.
Can I check this fireplace? Could I get it going again?
You can certainly try.
I would like to certainly try.
There is logs in there, but they look, there's cobwebs and everything on them.
I've
This
got
fireplace-
magical fire.
Oh yeah. If you're able to get a small fire started with what's left in there, but it doesn't look like it's going to last too long. But it does light up the room. I'll say sort of 10 feet out from it is bright light and an extra 10 dim light, so you can sort of see the edge of these stairs.
You are welcome, everyone. Anyone want a good berry?
No thanks.
Just FYI, I've given you all a good berry. So, make sure you all realize you have a good berry each.
Yes,
So,
you do. Okay, so what would you like to do?
I think we should go down to the basement then. Where did she say? The right hand side?
Yes, she said it was on the right here somewhere.
We go that way.
So there is a door here, two here, of course, and then these up here as well. And of course, you can go upstairs.
Let's go to the basement.
Would you
Alright,
like to lead
so-
the way, Grim or Dan?
This door here.
The basement one, the one that she said. She said this at the right hand side, right?
Oh,
You mean immediately right when we come in here? Or?
Yes, I believe she was signaling over here.
I try the door.
Okay. Opens into this.
How do we lower the sound of the orb of music?
I can try.
If you just
Yeah, I think it's you have to do it in your own sound volumes.
I've
Yeah.
tried and it doesn't do anything.
see if you scroll out,
Just general game volume.
it gets quieter if you scroll out.
Oh, no, you're right. Game volume doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it's distance based.
Is it really that loud?
So, okay. I can turn it off if you like until I figure it out.
no.
So that's way creepier.
I was enjoying that.
Oh, that's so much better. What about creepy noises?
Alright.
What do you see, Graham?
Not much. Table, chairs.
Any way to the basement?
Marijuana!
A few windows.
Alright. Yes, sorry. So, in here, if I find out what number it is. Okay. This room is along the walls is just this oak paneling, and it looks like a hunter's den. Mounted above the fireplace, which is on the north wall. The east wall. Is a stag's head, and positioned around the outskirts of the room are 3 stuffed wolves, which I put. You can see. These 3 here. 2 padded chairs draped in animal furs face the hearth with an oak table between them, supporting a cask of wine. What look to be 2 carved wooden goblets, a pipe rack, and a candelabrum. Above you, sort of swings this old, decrepit-looking chandelier, and below it is what looks to be a cloth-covered table with 4 chairs surrounding it. Aside from that, there's also 2 cabinets standing against each wall. You see the one on the east. I'm getting my directions mixed up here. Either way, one of the cabinets has a lock on it.
I would like to go over to the table and take the tablecloth off and put it in my backpack.
By all means. You have a table covering.
See, I'm not too fussed about furniture and stuff at the moment, or like anything. I'm obviously more keen on trying to find my brother, so.
Yeah.
But it's up to you guys.
I thought the basement entrance was meant to be here.
And the kids seem to have.
Maybe she meant this right hand side.
She's a child. She's probably incredibly stupid.
Maybe she meant this right door.
Yes.
You said this is a
Fireplace, yeah.
fireplace.
And then the 2 locked cabinet and just a regular cabinet there.
Okay, well, maybe we try to inspect the fireplace.
All right. This one doesn't have anything inside it. I mean, it's a bit more ornate than the one in the hall. Looks a bit more comfortable and well used than that one as well. But it is black marble, whereas the other was white marble.
Well, not much in here, guys.
Let us keep going through the house.
He's
Marijuana.
I'll say as well, as you sort of go up to the, you can't help but see through the windows here that a fog seems to be rolling in the town. And now that it's night time, the streets are getting harder and harder to see.
Can I go back out into the corridor?
Mhm.
Are the kids still there?
They are sort of standing in this little bit, just in the
I'm going to
overhead,
shout
just
to
under
them.
the overhang.
We went to the right door, but there's no entrance to the
Oh.
cellar.
Are you sure you went in the right door?
Immediately right here.
Oh, I think
Then I
we
point
meant
to
the right door. That,
Cue the
okay.
Seinfeld music.
Bazinga. That's Seinfeld, right?
It is indeed.
Yeah, I said we push on.
Yeah. So
Next doors.
what do you mean the right door?
Sorry, the one on the right up there. And
I point to the far away wall. Like this wall. Oh. Do you mean this?
She's kind of like the way her arm is tilted is kind of swinging around, and she's pointing towards these two doors over here.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Fucking kids.
Yeah, it sounds like it's one of these
So
two doors. I point to them.
I'll try and
Right.
open this one.
open the right one. All right,
Mimic.
beat me to it.
Shitter.
It does look like it a little, doesn't it?
Yes.
Perfect timing.
It's about the size of a human. I'm like, sure.
Let me just find it. Okay, so this is actually a kitchen area. It is impeccably tidy, and you see sort of dishware, cookware, and utensils neatly placed on the shelves. There's also a work table there with a cutting board, a rolling pin, and at the back it's actually a stone-shaped oven that you see,
These kids
Yeah,
need to get their directions.
somewhat like those fancy pizza ovens that you see sometimes.
Ooh.
Behind the stove and to the left is what looks to be a thin door, which is here. Yes.
I'll move up to it, but then obviously you guys want to move in, do your
Yeah.
thing. Then.
Why is
I'm right behind you.
it fucking keeps disappearing? I keep losing my effects cube.
It's alright. Probably falls. It's probably fallen through the table.
You're doing good, Ollie.
Are you opening the door?
Yes.
All right. So behind here is just what looks to be a pantry, and all the food in it looks fresh.
Fresh food.
There's, I mean, in that other woman's house, this is it's not like a well-stocked pantry, but the fact that it's stocked probably puts this as just like a treasure trove for anybody that actually found it.
Is anyone hungry?
I don't think we should be
No.
eating other people's food.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I guess I'm gonna check this little. Is this what do we call it?
If you want to get food, then you need to rob a witch.
Why am I floating in the sky?
Sorry,
Someone drop me.
that's me. I'm expanding.
Alright, okay. I'm assuming this is what you would call those things. What are they called? The dumbwaiter?
Somewhere. Yeah.
Dumbwaiter. I check it, see if it is.
All right.
It's a gremlin.
A child.
That is the funniest thing on the internet. You know that. It genuinely is.
That is
It
Well,
genuinely
it
is.
is. Yeah.
Worse than a rapist.
Child.
Boom. A child. No.
It's so good. That is just. Oh.
Yes. You open the door. Sorry. No. What the hell is loading now? No idea. And yes, this is what appears to be a dumbwaiter. Yes, the
Is there anyone that could fit in this? I look to my dwarf friends.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is a dumbware?
essentially
Like a
a
little
mini
lift.
elevator for
You
food.
put food in the go
Right,
down.
I see. Yes, I see.
Just a guy who always gets your order.
If you wish to actually fit someone in here, they would have to be a small character, so gnomes. But the, you test the rope and pulley. The dumbwaiter sat right there in front of you and does seem to be in good order.
Why
There's
don't you pull it up?
a slight,
Radomir?
slight squeaking to it, and next to the dumbwaiter is this little brass bell.
Sure, I'll take the fucking bait. I
You're the one-
pull
you're the
on
one
the
that-
rope.
You're the one that opened it. Don't blame me.
I pull on the rope.
All
Is
right.
it level with me right now, or is it down the way?
No, the dumbwaiter's level with you.
Okay.
So lifting it up, you see that this is the bottom. There is no way down.
Oh,
so
Marijuana showed up.
Go down.
I'm just
but
gonna
that's-
take.
that's not-
Okay, wait. Dad, throw me an apple.
Here.
Oh, I dropped it. Ah! What?
All of a
Dad, you
sudden,
threw me a child.
you hear
A child.
what sounds like a baby crying from upstairs.
Oh, God. I just keep the apple, I guess, right now.
Oh,
Oh, Duran loves kids.
I believe
Don't
run
go
upstairs.
there.
Such.
After him.
I'm sure they'll find the child. I'll stay with you then.
Yes, I believe it is that area, but I'll just make sure.
Oh, lawful good over here.
What? What's wrong with that? Trusting
there a-
your opponents.
Is there a child in distress?
Yeah. And there's 3 people in distress down in the basement apparently.
Yes, so you guys find yourself here.
Hey, I was the one that advocated for saving the kid. Everyone else didn't want to, so fuck you.
What kid?
The kids.
One that we've got locked in a bar, drugged.
Yeah.
Look,
That,
I
he's
want-
in a fucking mince pie, mate.
I wanted to save the kid. Okay.
Hey, what
I
happens
just,
if he wakes up?
I just didn't want to do it in a traumatic way.
We've left him half the pie to eat again, so he knocks himself back out.
Exactly.
Yes.
He's not gonna know any different.
We left him with a bottle of chloroform, essentially. And with a letter
Fucking-
that says, drink this.
A Greg's chloroform pasta.
Yeah.
Glad to have you here, Mark, as well.
Here, Jim, mate. But
Mark, you've lost all my trust, mate.
Oh no, it's not me. I'm still here.
That's right.
We're
Okay,
no longer
so-
friends.
As you head up the stairs, you come into what looks to be an upper hall. Unlit oil lamps are mounted on the walls of this elegant hall here. Across from you is another fireplace, and hanging on the mantelpiece looks to be a wood-framed portrait of the family that lives here. Male, female. You see the 2 small children. You recognize them, though they're a bit smaller and younger in this portrait, but you recognize them as the children outside. And you see the father in the picture is cradling what looks to be a swaddled baby. And make a perception check, Durin and Radomir.
Give me a D20. 11.
Oh, that's a 5.
All right. 11. You see the mother's face in the picture seems to regard the baby with a hint of scorn. You think the painter has managed to capture.
I shouldn't. I think the baby is a bastard.
Aside from that, standing on each side of the room are 2 sets of armor, 2 sets of suits of armor, each clutching a spear, and the helm on each is shaped like a wolf's head.
Ooh.
Once again, the same sort of wall motifs that you had down in the lower hall are present up here. Trees, dancing youths, and satyrs and everything.
Doran, I think we need to be very careful.
I agree, but there's a Wayne here somewhere.
What?
A Wayne?
It's the
A child?
Aye.
Oh, okay.
Wayne is, of course, the dwarvish word for a child.
A child.
A babe.
Shall we move forward?
Okay.
So is there anything else happening down here?
Meanwhile,
No, nothing else is happening down here. But you have heard, sort of, as you heard Durin and Radomir walking up the stairs, kind of getting slowly out of.
No, found the Wayne
Quite
yet.
So Dane, there's nothing in that pantry, no?
No, not at all. Just food.
Just food. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we should try this next door then.
Sure.
the artist has done a good job of catching the woman's scorn.
Good. Okay, so you open the door. I can do that for you.
Please do.
You dirty.
Where is it? Don't trigger the effect.
Sorry, Laura. Didn't see you there. I'm sure you were.
And let me just. 5. Okay, so obviously dining room. Centerpiece of which is the large carved, what looks to be mahogany table surrounded by 8 high back chairs with sculpted armrests and cushioned seats. Above which, of course, is this crystal chandelier. The table itself is covered with this really resplendent silverware and crystalware, of course, the glasses, everything polished to an absolutely dazzling shine. There's, of course, a fireplace, and mounted above it is another framed painting, this time of what looks to be a alpine valley kind of motif. And once again, the wall paneling is carved with these elegant images of deers amongst the trees.
They love their fireplaces in here, right?
Yeah, they do. Strange how dark this place is. It seems like there's no one here at all.
I would like to inspect the fireplace.
Right. The
I'm going to peer into it.
the fireplace looks this one relatively well used, although you don't see any signs of a recent fire having been lit here.
Can I look up?
Yeah, absolutely. You sort of grab hold of the mantelpiece, tilting your head upwards, and you see it's dark, and of course it's dark outside, but I think amongst the gloom there you can see the twinkling of a few stars.
Okay. Is it just me, or does this table look very out of place here? With the perfect polished silverware when everything else is dusty and...
I feel like we're wasting our time here inspecting stuff like this. We should be clearing these rooms as fast as possible.
I'm right behind you.
Is this only accessible from here?
Oh, sorry. Oh. Yes, accessible from that side.
I open the
So-
door.
Again, this one just looks to be another cloakroom.
I slam the door in frustration.
Slams.
Marijuana!
I didn't hear a slam.
Sort of from where you are, Grim, you can see through the banisters, kind of up here, and you can see Radimir's feet.
Well, looks like upstairs it is.
Okay, Doran, use your dwarvish ears and find the baby.
Aye.
But don't
Wayne, can you hear me?
Don't eat the baby.
There's a door here.
There is, yes, a set of double doors on each side.
Ooh.
There's also a door here,
Oh yeah, I didn't see that door there.
the landing.
Do you want to try one door at a time?
Yes!
That seems dangerous, but yes.
You get those double doors.
No, as in we go through one room at a time, not all open at the same time.
Oh, right, okay. That's less dramatic.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, I'm just leaving those POIs with numbers there. One connects to one, and 2 to 2 when you're going up and down levels, so you don't lose track, and I don't lose track. Okay, so whichever door you're opening is this one, and it opens into what looks to be a bedroom. This one just looks completely undecorated, very plain bedroom. You assume this is most likely a servant's bedroom. At the foot of each of these beds is a footlocker. One on the left is propped open. You can see that's empty. The other one on the right is closed.
Any sign of marijuana?
Does he have a distinctive smell?
Perhaps shite.
Husky smell.
Perhaps the smell of betrayal.
Betrayal.
Oh, God.
Wayne!
Sound this time seems to be coming from upstairs again.
God damn it.
All right, let me. There it is. Okay, so who made their way up? Sorry. So if you just position yourselves on the stair up here.
Wow.
Just
The black platform is raised.
what's going on?
Hmm.
So, whatever.
I am a god.
Are you?
I think so.
Two.
Just as you go. So, God loved you, Sonia.
Okay, so as you actually head up here, wait, let me just see if I can actually remove that. I think I can. I believe. Oh wait, it's huge. Everybody stuck on blindfolds for a second.
Sure.
Blindfold. It's really awkward following the dwarf up the stairs though, because I'm faster than
Ah,
him.
okay.
But I'm
Yeah,
kind of
okay.
like,
You can unblindfold. It's absolutely fine. Okay. As you climb up, the first thing you see is that at the foot of this suit of armor looks to be an unconscious man.
Oh, oh lovely.
Dane, what does your brother look like?
I run up the stairs. Do, 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 do,
Because we haven't found anyone.
do, do, do.
Okay, Dane, as you crest the top of the stairs, your eye line crests, you see your brother just collapsed at the foot of this suit of armor.
Marijuana, skira, zia. Is he?
Right.
Is he conscious?
I'm unconscious, man.
He is unconscious. He's unconscious. But if you want, you can just shake him, and that'll be enough to wake him.
I pull out my sword. No. I shake him.
All right. Yes. You awaken to your brother's face shaking you.
Wake up, man.
I'll hire him out.
What did you do with the baby?
I don't know what baby you're on about, man.
Yes. You actually don't. Yeah. You remember entering the house, but as soon as sort of you entered the main hall down here, your memories just cease.
I entered the house and my memory has ceased.
Well,
Um,
I'm glad you're at least alive. Do you remember nothing? Nothing at all?
Just entering the house.
Well, this group of people kindly said they'd give me a hand to try and recover you at least and figure out what was going on. They're all nice people, and I introduce all of you guys, and I introduce my brother to you.
So what is going on?
Well, do I just meta relay or what?
Well, Mark doesn't actually know what's going on. That's the thing.
So, good. Long story short.
Well, I mean, you only have to tell him what you
You
really
could
know.
tell me on the way?
Well, I mean, from what I know, I mean, I've actually already meta typed everything to Mark.
That's fine then.
So he does know. So I can we get up to scratch. We're in the house. We are investigating like the wailing. The crying's what brought you here. It's what brought me here, and then has brought this other group here. And we basically given some directions. Some directions from some kids outside, and they basically said that their parents are in here, and that some monster is locked in the basement.
Alright.
Sound good?
Sounds good, man.
I hear a lot of typing.
Yeah. Sorry. I was just thinking. Yes. So, what would you like to do now that you're up here?
Was the Wayne cry coming from this man, or was it an actual Wayne? Oh, Wayne!
You hear it coming from the door down here.
I would like to open the door.
All right.
Ah, I see I found your brother.
Hello.
He pissed himself.
All right, Durin. Let me just. Where are we? Okay, so. Okay, so in here you see what looks to be a very elegant bedroom, with a door on the side there. In fact, a couple of doors. One a double set of doors with panes of stained glass, and another single door. there as well. Um,
No small child in this bedroom.
no. Not that you see in this bedroom initially, but you do have the other doors here. These ones, through the stained glass windows, you can see exit to a balcony outside. This one, of course, you have no idea what's in there.
Sure. Move up and open it.
Okay. And we have. If everybody would be kind enough to roll initiative for me.
Oof.
Bet it's a giant baby.
D20.
That's a good point. Did we actually have a watch together? Go on.
We're using the orb.
Okay, okay.
Oh shit.
8.
21.
21.
Ooh, where's my...
I wonder if there's an easy way to keep track of this.
Well, you could get the
18.
the initiative tracker that I used.
Sorry, I'll just stick it.
Technically, can't you? Can you turn turns on? You can try it that way, Ollie.
Sure, but I don't know if I can stick those in a certain order.
No, you can adjust the color order. But anyway, I rolled 21.
Yeah, if you just type in what you got, that would help.
Enter.
How do you have turns?
I'm back.
How do you have turns?
There's
I guess like a game setting on options.
What happened? What happened?
We are rolling for initiative.
Oh,
Turns. Here
I
we
go for a ship for 2 seconds.
Okay, yeah, here it is.
Yeah, so you
Mark's
can,
back.
do a
so-
do a custom and change.
Oh no,
the
I was here
color
for that.
order.
Okay.
Okay.
What happened though? Why are we rolling this route?
We don't know yet. During open the door.
You ready to open this door?
Okay, who has what's
So I got 21. I think I'm the highest.
I got 21.
21.
Ooh,
what's your dex mod?
Rachel will go first.
I need to go first.
So
Eight.
purple, red. Who's next highest?
I got 18.
So then pink.
Well, what's the highest dex between blue and pink? In that case?
But they both get 18.
Mine's only one.
Then I don't know. So blue pink.
Oh, and Mark, have you rolled?
Yeah, I got 8.
8. Okay.
So
Oh,
blue
you're rolling
pink.
it. Oh,
What'd you get, Brady?
8 as well.
Wow.
I know.
Double.
Yeah.
Or am I adding 4 to that 8? For my dex modifiers.
It would be blue pink, by the way.
Got you.
Yeah, Adam would be. There you go.
Mark, what did you roll on the dice?
8.
Okay, then you get 12 then.
Just 60 there. Oh wait, whoops. You're not orange. That's it there.
Cool.
Okay.
You just need to remember where the monster comes, I guess.
Yes. Let me just find it. I'm so busy trying to get that done. There it is.
No pressure, Rachel.
Okay, and +2. I will roll it secretly.
Wow. So you get 24.
That's it. Okay. So of course I match rolls with somebody else as well. Can I remove somebody from this? Oh, I guess I just have to get rid of the hand action. 1 second. Go away. There we go. Okay. So I know where I am. So, sorry, from the bed behind Brady comes. There it is. this
It's a she-devil.
space here. I will make it kind of large. Okay, so Alora, what would you like to do on your first turn? You can't actually see the spectre from here. All you've seen is during sort of through the opening of this door, open this door here.
I suppose then I'm probably better getting into the room.
Mhm.
Move to here, just in the door. Just about there. So drunk. Okay. So there, so that so other people can still get in.
Yeah.
Gosh. And
Okay, so yes, now that as soon as you got to the entrance of the door, Durin doesn't seem to have noticed it yet, but you can see this sort of the upper torso of the spectre rising from, like coming through the bed.
so I think I'll just go into the room in my turn.
All right. So you pass turn at the top or end turn, I can't remember what you click. There you go.
Woo!
All right. Radomir.
I will follow in.
Right, so once again, you at the entranceway of this door see the spectre rising behind Durin.
Ghost! Durin, behind you!
And I will react on my turn.
I know, but I'm just telling you that. I'll just cast Shillelagh, and then I guess I will. Oh, good. I'll also move in.
Yeah.
And then sort of just ready to smack it if it comes near me.
All right. So you're ready an attack action if it comes within range of you.
Yeah. And I'm shouting, Ghost!
Okay. And if that's the end of your turn, just hit the button.
Oh yeah, sorry.
No worries. Adam. Sorry, Dane.
So I've also heard so I guess I would go I'd run in 5, 10, 15 and be like, ugh. I probably would attack.
Yeah.
What's this disadvantage on a short bow? Is it within what range?
Oh, you can definitely attack with your
Oh yeah. Short bow I think is like 60, 320 or something. 60, 180.
Then I will use my short bow.
All right. Make an attack roll.
Certainly. That'll be a 12.
12. Does hit.
Woofed. That'll be. Do I get sneak attack?
And no, I will say, because Durin isn't technically aware of it yet.
Okay, let's go. So it's just 1d6. Uh, 8 damage.
8 damage, perfect. So as you fire this arrow, it just passes through it. It does seem to take some of the sort of this incorporeal mist that picks up with it, but it doesn't seem too phased by what you've done to it.
Ghost.
Oh. Yes, and it is now. What's his face? Grimshaw's.
Right, I'm
Jump
gonna
Grimshaw.
go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna dash.
Mhm.
6, 7.
Oh well, 6 you'd have to go down here. So 7, 8. So you can still make it there with a dash, no problem.
Yeah.
Perfect. Is there any bonus action or anything?
Right, you bastard.
Brilliant,
Let's go.
brilliant.
I'm gonna pull out Trusty. I can't do it.
Fucking AI is shit as well.
Right, no
I
worries.
will, in fact, I will. Okay, a bonus action. Or is that my bonus action? By dashing.
That's your action.
Okay, so I will enter a defensive stance.
All right. And
Would you take tunneler?
Yes.
Nice.
all right, if you hit intern,
Oh, sorry. That worked.
right. Either way, Mark, it's now your turn. Sorry,
I'll
I
Marwan.
pressed enter, but that's up.
I'll move 1, 2,
I think if
Three.
you click at the top, it'll do it.
oh,
I think the top go.
Yeah.
Alright.
5.
Before, yep.
I will try to attack with my dagger. I
Absolutely.
guess.
Are you a rogue as well?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so you will get sneak attack in this because Grimshot is within range.
My dex modified to that. Yeah.
Yep.
No. 14.
X plus proficiency.
What it says on the sheet, Mark.
12. Efficiency bonus. 2.
And your dex.
16.
Just what it says on the sheet, Mark.
Oh, just
Don't
the
worry.
4. What's
I'm
the
a-
It says +6 to attack.
Yep.
Oh, right, yeah. Shit. 16,
So-
man.
Yep, that hits. So roll damage for it.
I will do, man.
Remember, you're on a d6 for your sneak attack as well.
Let's roll to count.
Oh god, this thing is deadly.
So 2 sneak attack damage. Is that plus the dagger as well?
Yes.
Uh,
Plus add that to the damage, dagger's damage. Yeah.
14 damage. Yeah.
What? No.
Am I adding?
Two.
I'm adding
Two.
+4 to both.
No. Just
Oh
the-
right. Well, that's what I just asked, and you said yeah. So 2 sneak damage, and then 8 normal damage.
Alright, so 10 damage, perfect.
Damn.
Once again, you see your daggers pass through and they meet the barest amount of resistance before just sort of pushing through.
And because I moved, I don't have a bonus action, yeah.
No,
Yes.
you do.
Oh, I do. I'll attack again with my offhand dagger. Yeah. No?
Yes, that should be fine, I believe.
And I'd
Yeah,
roll
yeah.
another d20. Yeah.
Yes, but you can't add your modifier to this damage.
17 to hit.
Perfect, yeah, that hits as well.
So you just roll on a d4.
Yeah.
That's it. 1 extra damage.
One extra damage.
Sweet.
There we go. And if you hit the next turn, sadly, Brady, it's not your turn.
Oh.
It's actually the Spectre now.
He's gonna fuck us all up.
Yes. So. Alright, she will.
There's this.
Yes, shadow wave.
Yes, it will just reach for Marijuana, who just stabbed it twice.
What's it?
I will roll this on the table, of course.
Fucking rolling.
So 12 plus 16 to hit.
Yeah.
Alright. And once again, you take
Dead.
10 points of necrotic damage.
I'm fucking dead.
Oh no, the guy I literally just met.
He was a
Alright,
hero.
make a Constitution saving throw for me as well, please.
I'm getting flashbacks.
Mark did die the first time.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. You make the save, so you are unconscious.
Yes.
To you guys, it looks like the Spectre reaches out its hand and brushing it through Marijuana's chest, you see a kind of greenish energy leave him as it pulls it into itself, and he just falls unconscious from this. It's
my weed.
again kind of turning an ashy grey from where it touched them.
I need a split.
Time to use Mark corpse as
Alright.
bait.
And it's now Duran's turn. Don't worry, he still seems to be breathing. Marijuana.
See, cure wounds. I need to touch him, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't be fucking wasting a cure wounds.
You can try healing the Spectre. Maybe it's Final Fantasy rules.
Aye. No.
Try it, man.
Yeah,
You never know.
I'll just hit him with my flail.
Go for it.
14 to hit.
That will hit. Please roll damage.
Wait, that's wrong one. Hey, 12 damage.
12 damage. So once again, you swing your flail, but it doesn't seem to do quite as much as you thought it would.
Yeah, scary bastard.
You see that it is a female. This Spectre does seem to be female.
Still be a blast.
Alright.
Jon Snow.
In turn.
Really hit the end turn, but good boy. Good boy.
Oh, I can end turn as well. Oh, okay. I should have kept that thing in. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Is there anything I can really do from back here? Or am I going to have to move closer?
You can move through allies, absolutely, but if you want a melee attack, yeah, you will have to move probably like down here or here.
I think you've got a bow, don't you?
That's what I'm just trying to check. The roll 20. The sheet keeps freezing on me.
Oh no.
Got a longbow.
Yeah.
So plus 5 to hit. So roll a d20.
So I'm trying to use my.
Can we turn the lights back on?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
I'm genuinely struggling to see things.
That roll.
Oh, throw it.
Up
Maybe
to
I'm
that.
gonna
Oh.
turn up my own brightness.
That's too bright.
Wait, are we in some kind of
Yeah,
satanic
that is
order?
too bright now.
Let's go back to the PDF. So it's plus 5.
Is there a
16 to
brightness
hit.
option?
16 to hit.
Does hit, yeah.
Does this game not have a brightness?
So roll a 1d8 plus 3.
So wait,
So 4 damage.
no, wait.
Wait, what?
So when you roll a 1 or 2 on a damage die, that's melee
only
weapon.
when you
Never
use
mind,
your.
it's a 4.
Yeah.
I was just double checking. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Sorry, how much damage was it?
it was 4. So I don't imagine it's hitting.
Oh, 4 you rolled.
Yeah.
No.
Well, 4 damage.
No,
Four
it's
damage.
4
Yeah,
damage.
Yeah, no, that does. But same again. Once again, it doesn't seem to do as much damage as you would expect it to. But this thing is sort of beginning to look rough at the edges, as if it is coming undone.
Fair. And I will end my turn.
All right, Radomir.
I will, seeing marijuana fall. I don't want to get close to this thing now, so I'm just going to produce flame from my hand and throw it at it.
All right.
For 13.
13 will hit.
Sweet. For 2 fire damage.
All right, this splashes into it, and you hear this kind of incorporeal scream, and it locks eyes with you. But it is not its turn yet, so we'll do it
Well, Jesus, then I run away.
now. All right. If that's the end of your turn, unless there's something else.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
All right.
You won't get away with this! Where's my dice? I will try to attack with my rapier. No! Got it. Wait, did I catch it?
That was the most pathetic roll.
I know, it really was.
19. Yes, that will hit.
And
I do it all the time. Boom. That's quite good one, right? That's quite good one.
You do throw a lot.
I know.
and a d6.
No, but like
It's a lol reference.
Yeah, but like so much.
That will be 12 damage.
All right. How would you like to kill it?
I'd like to have it sheathed and then just go draw it and slash as I draw it, like shoo.
All right. You kind of run your blade against its stomach, and it just kind of tears in half. You see it kind of reaching as if it's expecting its guts to fall out, but it evaporates long before anything like that happens. Then we are.
From where you came until you are complete again.
Just remember, you all have a good berry.
Let's curse you.
That's us
Give
killed
me
the
the
monster.
blueberry.
So that's us
Wait,
done then,
if
yeah?
we kill Mark, do we get XP from him?
No.
I want to slap
But
Mark.
you do get his loot. Do everybody roll perception checks for me?
Dokey. Wait, is that D8? Huh. Hey, off my dice. Scum.
Nat 1. For 6 total.
Jesus.
I do have 15 passive though.
What the fuck?
What's up, Brady? What's up?
Got
Eh.
that one.
Yo,
Oh, me too!
What is this?
my dice is in here, Holly.
Perception.
Oh,
perception.
is that 11?
Yeah.
I got 18.
All right. So anybody that got 18 or above, from the specter when it dies, you out the corner of your eye kind of see a piece of itself kind of hug the shadows on the wall and then head out this door here.
Is it fast?
Yes, it's just like it's literally, just and it's out.
I follow it. I run after it. And don't say anything.
I'm attempting to wake up / res Mark.
Good berry.
Where's it going, Ollie?
Use a good berry, man.
As soon as it left the door, you sort of go out here, but you don't see it anywhere.
Use a good berry, man.
I give the good berry.
I'm alive.
Marijuana.
Is that 1 HP I come back with you?
Yep.
Yo.
Yes, you do.
I will then give him my remaining 3 good berries.
Are you sure you want to do that? I mean, I don't think that's a wise choice.
That's
You
right.
look like you could really use something to eat, so I think it would be best for you to eat something.
Okay, I had another 4 HP. Could I have a counter thing over here? Unless you
I'm not using one, by the way, so you just.
I'm
take
just
it.
using my character sheet, so
Yeah, so man.
yeah, fair enough. As long as you trust me. Then.
I don't know.
I don't, but
There's one's here.
Graham, where are you running to?
After we destroyed that thing, part of it ran out. Well, not ran, but part of it came out here.
Well,
But then I've lost where it went.
Doran, where is the wind? Doran's dead.
Oh, I forgot I was doing.
Yes, where is the wind?
Oh,
Oh! Open the door, Doran.
Yes, through this open door, you hear the crying coming from what looks to be a crib in here, over which is spread this black shawl, so you
oh
can't see.
good
beneath
lord.
it.
I'm going to stare at it and ask someone to come in and look at this.
You bait cunt.
Just someone.
I push marijuana into the room.
I get pushed in the room.
Well, Mark's dead again.
Something feels evil here.
Are you gonna pull back the shroud?
I'll pull back the shroud.
Okay.
Okay. So as you pull back the shroud here, underneath you see what looks to be a tightly wrapped baby-sized bundle just lying in the crib.
I pick up the baby bundle.
Okay. And it is completely wrapped though. There is no opening to it.
Mummy baby.
Can I start to unravel it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can we get the baby to unravel it?
It's a bit too creepy for me,
I
so
hope
I
not,
exit the
but-
room.
I don't know, man.
I'm
In
now
your
over
arms,
here.
yeah, it has. You know, when you pick it up, it has what you would expect a bit, a baby's weight to it, kind of thing. And as you begin to unwrap it, it's kind of a few goes round before. I think it's, but as soon as you kind of open it, and where you would expect to see flesh, there is just nothing inside it, and suddenly the wrappings just fall empty in your arms, with a kind of sigh as they
I walk out holding the shawl.
if you imagine
He killed it!
Obi-Wan dying in episode 4 when he gets hit by the lightsaber and his thing kind of deflating, that's what it's like.
There's
Shout.
absolutely nothing here.
What happened to the baby?
There's no baby.
That doesn't make any sense. We literally heard one crying as you entered the room.
I'm keeping an eye downstairs.
I
Yes.
can't finish my sentence.
You know the scariest part? If anything or any person came up the stairs and they saw you with that look, I don't think they'd want to come see you.
I'm fucking godding it, son.
Good evening.
I
Imagine
think
this kind of
that
sliding in your DMs.
now that we have seen a creepy ghost and a creepy baby that didn't exist, I think we should be careful.
Aye, maybe
When we could.
exercise a wee bit of caution.
Well, we have found, my brother, we don't
Well-
even need to stay here if obviously there's something wrong with the house.
But those children, their parents are in trouble and we must help.
Yeah, but we killed the monster.
Yeah, we killed the monster.
But they said their parents were in combat with the monster.
Yes.
Hey.
From
Safe.
below, you hear this huge growl from somewhere else in the house.
Marijuana, I just gave you good berry.
It seems like our work is not done, team.
Does anybody else have any good berries they can give me?
Oh, I've got pastry.
Don't trust that.
Oh, can I ask everybody in the bedroom there if you make a perception check for me, or even a DC 15 perception check, please.
My passive is 15.
DC 15.
All right, okay, yeah, perfect. I was just going to ask that as well.
Oh, nat 20 on the dice.
All right.
I see everything.
So while
Well,
Durin was unswaddling the baby shape pile, as it turned out, you're looking around the room and it's very well decorated, and you're looking at the walls and the ceiling, and the ceiling has carvings on it as well, and you're passing over it when suddenly you look and it seems like part of the carving is off sort of center from where it would be. There's a break, and kind of following it you see what looks to be a square cutout, if you see what I mean. There's like a square line. You assume it's probably for a trapdoor from above.
Okay.
Or a pull down ladder.
I think there might be a way up into the attic from here. Should we investigate?
Well, if you want to find these kids' parents,
Why not?
I guess.
And it is in
what you say,
the
Rachel?
Why not?
corner here.
Why not? Yeah, why not?
In the ceiling of this corner.
Can someone help me push this thing?
Can't get much creepier, can it?
Alright.
I really need help. I'm not ashamed. I could use some help.
I will help.
Alright.
Push it in, and then I guess.
And you,
Who's the tallest here? Probably the wood elves.
Yeah.
Mark.
you're able to lift somebody, and he
I'll
it's not
go.
especially high ceiling, it's maybe like 9 feet high. And you push it and there's a click, and then it falls open towards you. The ladder doesn't come out and smack anybody. It's
Good.
one of those that you have to grab and it unfolds
down.
itself, kind of thing. Yeah.
Graham, we found a trapdoor.
Lovely.
Marijuana said he was going to go up and check.
Yeah, I will go first. Am I here now?
Yes, you're there.
Okay.
You are. This is the ladder here, and it comes to a kind of landing here, and there's another set of just 3-4 steps taking you up to what looks to be another door.
I'll move here and I'll call someone else to come up. Stay in his room. For 3 people. Maybe.
Durin, you wanna go up?
Aye, why no?
I give him a little boosty, a little foot boost.
Thank you.
Oh wait, there's a ladder now, isn't there? Still, I give him a wee help.
This as well. Right side as well. Snow begins to fall.
It's gotten cold.
Is anybody coming up?
Yeah, so just move your tokens to there if you like.
The dwarf.
Space for 2 more people.
I guess I'll also go up.
I'll come up.
Okay. So I'll open this door.
Alright, let me just quickly stick these down so people can follow them. And I will stick that just here. Okay, so you open this door.
I move here.
No. Okay, so this just looks to be an absolutely bare hall. The only things of note are the dust that covers it and the cobwebs hanging in each of the corners. You see that which door is it? Yes, the door sort of straight in front of you here has a big heavy padlock on it. All the others that you see do not have any such things on them.
Anyway, to open the padlock. Is
You
that
can
a skill we possess?
Yeah, rogue should. You can absolutely try pick it with your thieves' tools.
I will try pick it with my thieves' tools. Am I rolling something?
Yes.
What am I rolling?
A D20,
dice.
and it will be your dex plus proficiency to this, so 6, I think. So +6 to this roll.
9.
You fumble with the lock, but you are unable to get it open, unfortunately.
Could I give him the help action?
Uh,
I could prop a little flame to give him light.
yes, I will say, we'll say you gave him, you're aiding him while he's trying. So roll again, Mark.
I'll produce a little flame to give him some light.
I know. I'm just not a fan of endless skill checks.
I'm aware. Wow,
Oh,
the exact
there
same
you
number.
So,
No.
Sadly, once again, he fails to open it.
Okay.
That must be a very difficult lock, yes?
I'll try.
It is one of those one-digit codes.
Alright, please, once again. So, D20 plus your proficiency plus dex, and twice as well, because I assume
Yeah, I'm still sitting here.
that the Ranger will be helping.
So I'll try not roll.
Don't be shy. Good.
That's over 20, 25.
Alright, so you, it takes a bit of effort, but you do eventually hear a snick sound as you hear the tumbler or whatever move out of the way, and you can open the lock.
Yeah.
All right.
He just faced through that door.
Whoa, what's this?
Looks like he...
Corpse?
Okay. So,
Pale
this room contains what looks to be a bricked-up window flanked by 2 dusty wood-frame beds sized for children. Closer to the door is a toy chest with windmills painted on the sides and a dollhouse that's a perfect replica of the dreary edifice in which you stand. These furnishings are draped in cobwebs, and lying in the middle of the floor are 2 small skeletons wearing tattered but familiar clothing. The smaller of the 2 cradles a stuffed doll that you also recognize. If anybody thinks they know who this is, please speak now.
His that the children?
Children, surely.
But then that would mean that they were ghosts too.
You do
The toy
recognise the
that
doll
goes
is the same one that
definitely.
the little boy was holding outside.
Oh fuck.
Creepy bastards.
Says you creeping up the fucking stairs in the attic.
Hey, little boys and girls.
Hey Grim, we got some bones here.
You notice as you walk
That's my territory.
on the other side of the door, you see sort of scratches as if somebody.
Hey guys, let's
Again,
disturb the
nails
bodies.
into it.
If
Sorry, but
that's
I
your
want to burn this town to the ground. He's clearly on relative wines.
Grim, if that is your expert opinion that we should mess with the corpses, then
We must bury them. We must. Otherwise, they cannot be at peace. That is what's in my religion.
oh, you're
Oh, okay.
Then
Bury him in the
Okay.
chest, man.
then take the lead, I guess.
Right. So who's doing what?
I'm gonna open the chest.
Okay. 1 second.
And summon the demon.
Episode 1. Mark dies multiple times.
Okay. Okay, so as you open this chest, you see that it's a toy chest, and inside just seems to be an assortment of different stuffed animals and toys. As you do though, you you don't, Marijuana, of course, because you're facing the way, but Durin, who's at the door, and Dane, from these skeletons, you see them take on kind of an unearthly blue kind of glow, and suddenly the forms you recognize of the two children outside, although blue and ghostly, sit up and just stand up, and they move to the side, and they move beside you, Marijuana, and they pull down the lid of the chest, and the little girl says, "Please don't play with our toys."
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I would need as well. If a ghost of a small child just came to... Just don't do that. Okay, yep.
Sorry, how did you get in here? Is the monster dead?
Yes.
So you've been in the basement then?
We beat him.
How are my parents? How are they?
Fine.
I think you're glossing something over your head.
So they just...
You're dead.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. So my parents just left me and my brother to die then?
I kind of whisper to the other people. I say, "Are we being into the basement yet?"
No, we have not.
We couldn't find the basement now.
I wouldn't lie to the ghost children.
Okay. Do you want to show us where the basement is, ghost children?
Oh, the door's up here in the attic, and she points at the dollhouse for you, and walking over to it, she opens it and she says, "See,
The door
see.
to the basement is in the attic.
She's
Perfect.
not very good at directions, remember?
It's a shit.
Yeah, but the thing is, what if she's talking about the right of this room?
say
Next level.
perfect replica of the house, you see, and look here." And she points to where would it be? Yes, essentially at the end of this hallway here. It's not on the map here, of course, to hide it, but there is a
Secret.
secret. That'll take it in there. 1 second, I will find it.
Durin, you're religious. Perhaps you could do something here?
Oh, aye.
Oh, aye. I've got goats in that. Oh, aye. I'll fix the wee wains.
Can I don't know. What would a man of the cloth do? Can I bless the bones?
Do you really want to know
Nothing that
that
we've
answer?
done so far. Callum. We dropped that last session.
So Rachel's a devout Catholic, so
You really don't want to know that.
Huns.
So, what, you're going to head down now?
I believe so.
Yes.
But what about us? We'll be left up here.
When we kill the monster, we'll come back and get you.
No, that's what they said last time.
But we will leave the door open.
And we starved to death.
I have an apple.
No.
can I kneel down on their bones and whisper
Yes.
some priest say and bless their bones and let them move on?
Well, you got to say it. What are you gonna do?
Bones of small children, I order you to go to heaven. Please vacate this land.
Eloquent. I like it. Said like a true pastor.
Does it happen when he does that really shitty?
Roll a. Is there a religion check?
Yes,
There is, yeah. Make a religion check for it. We'll say DC 16.
It's a 2.
That's
And
about
they
right.
say, no. I think
No.
we'll stay with you. And Rose reaches out to you, Durin, and
Oh.
touching your hand, whoever's in the room and sees through the doorway sees Rose. Imagine water being sucked down a drain. As she touches his hand, she just disappears inside him.
Oh,
And
I've been led to believe it's supposed to be the other way around.
Wow.
I know,
Guys,
right?
come on. We can't shit on the church every session.
Yeah, yes, we can.
Right,
and
guys, if we get to 17th level and I can get one of these bones, I can cast True Resurrection and the kids are alive.
Oh
Keep the
god.
bones.
Let's stay in Barovia and farm XP.
Get to the boars.
It's the wolves. Let's stay in Barovia and kill some boars. Could just keep killing marijuana and getting good berries.
And seeing her sister disappear, the little boy is going to reach out for you, Dane.
What?
If you want to avoid it, you
Don't,
can try and
don't
make
touch it.
a dex save. It doesn't seem to be.
Don't touch it.
Hostile? I show you hostile.
You don't get a malicious air from this. It's more that there's just they don't want to be left behind again.
Fuck.
I because I'm not a member of the Catholic Church, I won't be doing that, so I'll extend my hand.
Okay. And
That was a bit of a dick.
once again, this time the little boy disappears into Dane's
The
body.
boy went inside you.
Nasty. Oh, you nasty.
What is wrong, Radomir?
Do you guys feel okay?
Yes.
Oh, he's acting normal.
Follow-
Okay, let's go. We don't know him that well, so maybe this is properly fine.
Who are you pushing?
Yes. We go to the drain.
All right, so
What
you,
about these ropes?
He's possessed. Get him. Well,
Yeah,
we've
there's a
got
lot
an
of rooms
object-
we've not been in here.
Yeah, but I mean, we've got an objective.
Yeah,
We
but
know
there
where
might
to
be
go now.
shit in there.
Yeah, but we're not robbing them. All right,
You're not, but am I?
we're good people. All right.
Can I at least peek my...
Callum is a lawful good character, and he's done
I
nothing
am.
but lawful good actions.
I know, right? I have.
But can I stick my
Exactly.
head through the doors? Just have a wee peek inside. They don't
You
actually
mean
go
a
inside.
ghost?
I just want to see what's going on.
Ghost
I
can't
get
go
you,
through
I get you.
doors. It's not fire.
Well, there's a door.
Okay,
There's a door here. I wanna.
I will say
I
each
wanna
of you could actually feel their presence inside you, and you could push them out if you wished.
Don't want to go in there. I'm not
So-
going inside.
Well, you open the door, so you are technically inside.
Peeking through the door.
Opens in the way. Stuff.
Marijuana's been smoking a lot.
He was hitting
Oh.
the head hard.
It's rich
Full of-
people rock collection.
Why is it full of rocks? What's this?
Okay, so
I think it's furniture.
this,
covered in blood.
it is. Yeah, this chamber that you walk into is just packed with old furniture, all draped in these dusty white sheets. Near an iron stove, underneath one of the sheets, you see what looks to be an unlocked wooden trunk, containing a skeleton inside it. The skeleton itself is wrapped in a tattered bedsheet, which is also stained red, kind of that reddy brown with dry blood. You remember the spectre from before. It obviously doesn't look like the skeleton, but the physical frame looks similar to this.
Right. Nope.
Should we not do similar to these bones?
Nope.
Why not?
Because it looks like it was that monster we encountered. It's got the same kind of body.
Or maybe it didn't know that we were good.
Well, you go in there then. I'm gonna look in here. I'll look in here.
Alright.
This might like it. This a dresser.
19. This room is just filled with webs, and in it is looks to be a slender single bed, a nightstand, rocking chair, an empty wardrobe, and a small iron stove.
Boring. Okay. I say there's nothing going on in there. Really.
Should we take the bones in order to give them a proper burial? Team.
Should we perhaps take care of the giant growling coming from the basement?
Yes, but if your bones were locked up somewhere that seems possessed, would you not want them taken care of properly?
I mean, I don't. I'm dead. I don't care.
Yes, I agree. Take the bones.
Okay.
If you're gonna take those bones, you best take those bones in there as well.
I gather the bones.
Monster bones.
I just don't want us to become known as the Bone Guys. You know, like.
I gather the
everything-
bones, but I make sure I don't mix them up.
Oh god.
I need 3 separate bags.
So you can see better. Just stick it to the side, yeah. Okay, so yeah, no, you fumble about in this wall, and now that you know what to look for and that you are looking for something here, it's relatively easy to find the entranceway to this very tight spiral staircase that heads down the way. And yes, you hear what sounds like sort of a low growling coming from below as well.
Can we go now?
Back.
Not going for
What did I miss?
How the fuck going first?
We've gathered bones.
Even these ones?
Oh,
Everything. Okay.
Did you take the ones in the
yeah, oh,
yeah, okay.
in
No
separate
problem.
bags.
Alright. So you now have 3 sets of bones.
Nice.
And you're heading where?
If I bury them, do I get prayer XP?
Maybe.
That's
who
a
knows?
RuneScape reference.
I didn't get it because I'm not a nerd.
Oh.
I believe it's 4 XP per bone set.
Unless you're
Oh,
doing
really
big bones,
big
mate, or dragon bones. mate.
Yes, mate. Dragon bones, giant bones.
Unless you're burning them on
Okay,
a
let's
pyre, mate.
go.
Dragon bones was 50 or 60, I believe.
Alright, let me see.
A whole new world.
Monkey bones, man.
Alright.
This looks ominous.
How did I do this last time?
It's a giant black square.
Yeah, it's decided it doesn't want to work again,
It's got a nice pattern on it, though.
but it does.
Bum, 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 bum.
Just that one. No.
That's dungeon level 2.
Yep.
Do we want to put a blindfold on us?
Yeah. Feel free.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Oh, it's still loading and stuff. There we go. Oh, I did not expect it to build all this.
Damn, says changed.
Yeah.
Oh dang.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
Oh wait, where are our guys?
Move them to the side.
Oh, okay.
Because I knew that would happen. There we go. So you come down here. Of course, this spiral staircase here. So whoever's first, please.
I believe it was Brad's.
Steam peer-to-peer failed.
We lost Rachel. And Brady.
My Brady's character was lagging when I was dragging him. Creepy,
Brady's back.
creepy orb.
Still just looking.
Damn.
That's okay. Oh,
Time. Okay, so shall we say half
I
time?
couldn't find them there. Have you joined me through Steam? Join through Steam?
That's just what it's showing me. Gotcha.
What happened? I think same thing happened to me.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, for some reason I kicked you both out.
Oh really?
You just
Oh.
have to change the audio settings, right?
Can you not hear anybody? I will do.
Beep, boop.
I will change this back to Russia.
Russia, Russia,
There we go.
Russia.
Ruski, Ruski.
Hold up Steam again.
Can Rachel hear us okay? Either way, if she can hear us, there's not a lot happening here except for exploration. So I will just continue. All right, so at the bottom here, this is where the wooden spiral staircase ends, and looking, you move forward a little bit, and a narrow tunnel extends southward before branching east and west, as well as heading north, which also has an east and west exit.
Anakin!
Right. We'll say as well.
Don't
Now
follow
that
me.
you're suddenly like, as soon as you kind of take a step in, kind of whispered, as if sort of in the back of your head, constantly, as if it's coming from behind you. You hear this very soft, ghostly chanting. You can't.
Emo
You
Blade
can't.
Wi-Fi data.
You get the feeling that there's definitely words in there, but you can't make them out quite yet.
La 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 la.
Can I listen out for any more guttural roars or breathing from a
Absolutely.
monster?
Once again, you don't hear any roaring or anything. That's just this soft chanting at the edge of your hearing.
Sainsbury's, your man. I hope you die.
All right.
Shut it. Why did I not get the substitutions I wanted? Shame back if you don't.
Okay, so as you walk in here, just see. Okay, so you see these look to be crypt rooms,
Ah, lovely.
but
Okay,
both are currently
Nah,
empty.
not moving, mate. I'm not moving.
Ah,
I'm not letting you past. I'm pushing you.
Well, sorry, no, actually, no, I tell a lie. The one at the top here is empty. The one at the bottom, you see the slab, this white essentially door on the map here, was the funerary slab that sort of closed the tomb to the outside. On it, you see the name Walter Durst etched into it. However, inside, you do not see any remains.
Walter Durst.
I'm scared.
We have 3 sets of bones. Well, Dane, you're now in the lead.
Well, Walter is obviously not a child's name.
Well, how
Let's
do you
be
know?
honest.
These
You
are
don't.
rich people.
You don't know any children
How
called.
does he get to be an adult if he wasn't Walter as a child?
How
That's
many?
fair. My dad's called Walter.
How many? How many Anns do you know that are children? It's a conspiracy, I tell you.
Well,
My
doesn't
dad's
it
called
say when he
Walter.
was born and when he died on the stone? No?
Okay. Dane, as you make it down to this intersection
Okay.
here,
Stupid Mark.
I don't know why I'm walking down here. I'm absolutely shitting myself.
to the east, once again, you see an opening to what looks to be more crypts, and to the west,
Cool.
you see another 2 openings as well.
Go towards the white flag.
Oh, your flag. Oh.
Oh, sorry. That's just a holdover. These just didn't delete themselves after I undid the last
Do
one.
I see any writings or any markings on any of these?
Are you looking at these sort of doors? I'm sorry.
I suppose, yes.
Yeah, let me just check these white flags out of the way.
R.I.P. me.
Go for it. Okay, so you make your way here. The one to the north, which number is that?
That one?
Yes, the one to the north reads on it Gustav Durst, but the stone slab is currently closed over.
Right. And what about the south one?
The south one is etched with the name Elizabeth Durst.
Did we get the names of the kids? Rose and what?
Murphy.
I will say that now that they've, yeah. I guess you just asked them outside. Their name, well, they were known as Rose and Thorn.
Right. I guess I'll relay on to the group what these 2 are. Are these?
Yes, I'll check the other side.
So, Gustav Durst and Elizabeth Durst.
Right.
On the other side here, Radomir, the north one, you see is etched with the name Rosavalda Durst.
Oh. And the other one, Thornavalda.
Nope, the south one reads Thornbolt Durst.
Oh, good.
Well, I have the remains. I shall
Coincidence.
put the remains in the correct place.
All right, so you.
Do the kids know they're dead? Yeah.
Yes, they do. Yeah,
Okay, that's fine then.
they know they starved to death.
Great, great.
I will carefully take the bones out,
so
open the coffin,
as-
and put them in.
Yeah, as you pull away the slabs, it takes a bit of sugaring them. They're well wedged in there, but you are able to get them open. You see that the
Great sugar,
coffin
great sugar.
coffin behind each one currently lies open, and they are both empty.
I will put the bones, the corresponding bones in each one.
All right, perfect.
Close
So
the door.
you
Say a wee prayer.
arrange them as well as you can. Of course, there's a lot of bones there, but you get the general layout correct in each of them. And when you close the lid and close the funerary doors as well, and especially your prayer, you Dane and Durin both feel a it's like a very deep, soft sigh, and you feel elation as the souls currently within each of you from this little boy and little girl connect to the next plane beyond and just begin dissolving, and you're left with a very sort of melancholy happiness kind of feeling, and you are both no longer possessed and both regain your initial flaws.
Wait, why have I pissed myself?
I just thought that was normal.
Why are you looking
No.
at?
Okay, so why are there 4 crypts? Mum, dad, grandparents, maybe?
Grand, potentially. And
So
Walter.
I have. Is there birth dates on these slabs so that we can put the mother's one back?
The mother, you assume, was probably this Elizabeth Durst, and Gustav was most likely the father.
Okay, I'll put the other
So
set
then
of bones into
who
the
is Walter? The
grandparents.
grandfather?
So I'll go over here and open this one.
Okay. As you.
Oh god.
No, don't worry.
We don't know if those bones are hers though.
Well, all he said, they were very like.
Yeah, they're definitely female bones, and they were very like that spectre in the
Oh right, okay.
thing. Make a. Who was it that looked at the painting of the family again?
'Twas I.
Sorry. Okay. It
Because
was
the
you
mother
and,
had a very stern look.
you and Durin, I assume. Make a history checks if you just kind of there you. Easy enough. DC 8s. We'll say.
You say that, but +0. That's a D8, John.
Use
I
roll,
could-
please, Durin.
Could have got it. 10.
10. Okay, that's perfect. Oh, that's all right. We will sort of end it at 10:15 then. You kind of look back and in your mind's eye, you overlay the face of this spectre with the one you saw in the painting. And
Wasn't her.
of course, while it's much skinnier and screaming, just the bone structure was different itself, and the style of hair, length of hair, and general demeanor, you just feel are different people. You do not think that these bones are Elizabeth's.
I do not think these bones are Elizabeth's. Perhaps they could have been a maid or something that. Well, wasn't there a room next to the children's room?
What, these ones I have here?
Yes.
Okay. I will put them.
I know bones as well, and they're not her bones.
Why do you say
She was thick and she was not. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I won't put them in then. I'll put them back in the.
I think they just maybe belong to like a handmaid or someone who looked after the children, because there was a room next to the children. And that's where we found the bones, close to there, correct?
Sure, could be.
It was, yeah. You found them stuffed in a chest upstairs.
Well, how did they get in the chest? And who the fuck is Walter and where is he?
Yes, I will say as well. Yeah, of course. Yeah, Elizabeth's coffin is empty though, as well.
Ooh.
Oh, perfect. So, unless there's any more, so yeah, we've got enough for another room. Why not?
I guess I'll
So-
take that step in this super dark bit.
Unless Duran, would you like to do the top one because you can see down there as well?
Yeah, well,
In fact, you know, I will very quickly do both. Shall I?
Ah.
I like how they've done the edges. Actually, that's nice. You know, with the kind of fading, except. Anyway, okay, Duran. So, let me just find the
Correct lighting.
24. Okay, so Duran, this room is just dominated by a wooden table with 4 chairs. You can also see, although it doesn't take it out, as you step into the room, you can see to the south, and especially from where you are, there is what look to be bed areas. Very simple straw kind of, wool pillow kind of affairs. But very lacking in ornamentation. This room, ornamentation. Okay, and the south room that you entered. So it's showing you everything. No, why is it hidden this as well? Here we are. What number is it?
12 teen.
Okay, this room contains just a plain wooden table flanked by long benches. You see in the dirt floor what look to be moldy humanoid bones just strewn everywhere.
Damn it.
There's also some on the table. And in the corner here, it just looks to be a dark little alcove. But yes, there are human bones. You get the feeling that they were eating humanoid
animals, yeah, or something.
Well, humanoid, so
Humanoid?
could be people, yeah.
So the bones are humanoid, or
Yes.
what's been eating them is humanoid?
Well, yeah, whatever's been eating them is humanoid, but you assume bench, it's most likely people. And the bones in the floor strewn across this dirt floor are also humanoid in shape. So you see very obvious human skulls and everything in there as well.
More than a family's worth?
Yes, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Look like this is several people's worth, like way more than the
tomb.
So, yeah, kind of counting skulls and that sort of thing. You see at least probably 7 to 10 sort of people.
I relay the skull count.
Okay, and
we've got company
with the revelation of perhaps cannibalism.
Dun, dun.
We will call it
Done.
tonight.
Ooh.
There we go. Perfect. So,
Death House. There wasn't any Death
wait,
House.
let me just leave it with a very quick.
Nobody died.
Oh, ye of little faith.